All right. Hi, everyone. It's always a shocking surprise to be back in front of a camera, even if it's in a weird, strange office like this after a few days off. Huge shout out to everyone. Vincent Czar, Tasha M, Dear Slayer Ski. Hashtag Low Shack Army. I really appreciate that, Dear Slayer Ski. Technically, there's no C in Low Shack, but I hear you. I hear you. It's the thought of a hashtag that counts, right? Not the effectiveness on cross social media platforms. I appreciate it, Dear Slayer Ski. All right. I tweeted out a bunch of stuff for the 7 o'clock games. I don't even know how it's doing, but there is some stuff that I'm liking from the later games. I'll share it with you right now. The 7:30 games didn't have quite time to go into too in depth, but the later games, if you want to tail it, tail. The big games, not sure about. No real opinion on those. I know that Texas has injuries. You guys know what I think of Shaka Smart, though, as a coach. This is kind of the kind of game where I would look for him to get a better than expected performance from what he's got to work with. The injuries aren't good, aren't nice to see. I didn't bet this one yet, but definitely leaning Texas +6, right? What's happening with Baylor is exactly what we would have expected at this point in the season, right? Number one team, legit national championship contender, but they're a big favorite game in and game out now. They're not looking to get big margin wins. They're just looking to get a win and get out, 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 taking the A game from everyone they face. You know Texas is going to bring the A game here. I don't know what Shaka Smart has to work with tonight, but he knows what he has to work with. And I would take Texas +6. Probably still a good bet. I'm just a little bit hesitant to bet it because of the injury issues for Texas and because of how legitimately awesome Baylor has been all year long, and a good bet. They've just had 2 ATS losses in a row, which is what you would start to expect. Doesn't mean they're going to lose every game in February ATS. It just means I would guess maybe, 40% of their games. 60% of their games, something like that, So I'm leaning Texas. Haven't bet it yet. Could be convinced to do it. But that's what I'm thinking about that game. With the later games, though, I did hit the under in the Portland State Northern Colorado game. That's obviously a clash of styles. And, it's going to be a little bit, could turn out to be a first half 80, 42-40 classic Big Sky first half game where you're thinking, maybe it'll be a little bit modest scoring. See the first half go by, and then you realize you were dead wrong. Happens to me multiple times a week, to say nothing of in my entire career. But I did take the under on that one. I also took the under in Alcorn Grambling State at 141.5. Similar kind of situation. And I kind of like the Grambling State team total under as well at about 73. So Alcorn State, the Grambling State under game, I took game under 141.5. Sorry, stumbling over my words here. And the Grambling team total under a little bit. And I hit Portland State Northern Colorado under at 147.5. I also kind of like Florida A&M team total over. I got a good number on that one. I think I got like 73.5 or something like that. Lean to Florida A&M for sure. Lean to the over when it was 142.5. Now it's gotten bet up, so my lean there is less. But I'm still liking the Florida A&M team total over. I also still like Florida A&M -1. But this is easily one of those games where my general lean to Florida A&M might be warranted, but it winds up just being very high scoring, tight, lose at the end, and the team total goes over. So I still like Florida A&M -1, but I definitely like the team total over more. And I also took Mississippi Valley State team total over as well, 73.5. Again, small lean to them at +7, small lean to the over, even at 154.5. Combine it, and I like the team total over a decent amount, and I bet that one. Could easily see Mississippi Valley State getting blown out, but the game being so high scoring that their team total over cashes anyway, or the game being not so high scoring, sneaking suspiciously, mysteriously under, but going down to the wire and Mississippi Valley State either winning outright or covering, and their team total over cashes that way as well. So that's another one I took. Mississippi Valley State team total under. I also like Jackson State, although that line's getting bet up, and I kind of like the under. I might consider like the Jackson State money line at minus 165. But I do like Jackson State in general. That game also has second half written all over it. But again, for the later games, Florida A&M team total over, like in that one. Florida A&M team total over. The Grambling and Alcorn State game under, and Grambling team total under. Mississippi Valley State team total over, and the Northern Colorado game under, and then leans to Jackson State at -3 or 3.5, and a lean to Texas at +6. We'll see where that line moves by. I wouldn't be surprised if that line moves a little bit in Baylor's favor. Who knows? But lean to Texas there. So that's what I'm thinking. 7:30 games. Let's just forget about that. They're going off in a couple of seconds, and I have no strong opinions on those as of right now. Kind of skipped over them a little bit, looking at the 7 o'clock games and then the later games. Let's look at the comment section. See who's in chat. Nasty Nate. What's good, Nasty Nate? Hanging it down. Jesus, I fucking look like a fucking mess. I'm gonna have a makeover pretty soon for March Madness. Try to get these numbers up. Try to get an appearance that will sell me a little bit better across social media platforms. So who knows? For a few weeks, I might have a very amusing, entertaining look for these videos to go along with whatever else goes on in these shows. Shout out to everyone. Mr. Gogster 99, Deer Slayer Ski, Carlos Peroge, Nasty Nate, Rich G. Carlos Peroge, Joe Pete, do you think this year tournament will be up in the air this year? Yeah, I talked about this last week, and maybe I'll try to find some time this week to look into futures odds for the tournament. Shout out to Dan Kelly a little bit more. In general, I don't think about futures odds until until basically Selection Sunday. But at the same time, I do have vague reads on teams that I can sort of comment on right now. As far as the top teams are concerned, I really don't have a read on any of them as far as their likely championship prospects are concerned. I feel like I have good reads on them, on a game in by game out basis, which is what I bet, but yeah, the tournament. And I kind of like that though. I like the fact the tournament's going to be a little bit up in the air this year. That means we're going to be able to look at some analytics, maybe get some inside, sideways, value one way or another. Yeah, I kind of like the fact that it might be up in the air this year because the March Madness tournaments the March Madness contests that I like to play in have a really nice format where you're just listing the teams 1 through 64. So if you can identify, 1 or 2 or 3 teams that make a deeper than expected run according to the odds, they don't have to make the Elite Eight. All they have to do is just make a deeper than expected run, and you're doing very well in those tournaments. So I like it when it's a little bit confusing and up in the air. That's how I feel this year, And I feel like it's going to be there's going to be a lot of meat on the bone as far as research is concerned when Selection Sunday comes around and when the tournament is announced. Definitely looking forward to it, and I hope I have enough time, as much time as possible, as much time as I need to do some in-depth research when the tournament comes around and make some content that really is valuable to people, not just enjoyable, but valuable. Shout out to everyone, Mr. Gogster, EJV, Cheesehead, what up, Pete and Chatter? Don't forget to hit the like button, fellows. Hell yeah. Why would someone not hit the like button, right? It costs you nothing. I understand. People don't have any money. I don't have any money. But it costs you nothing to hit the like button. Shout out to you, Cheesehead. EJV, Carlos Peroge. Maybe the reason people don't hit the like button is because they're not watching. That's a possibility. But anyone who's watching, hit the like button. Shout out to you, Cheesehead. Dan Kelly. Shout out to you. All right, the Monday game's coming up pretty soon. Kyle Leith. Shout out to you. Deer Slayer Ski said, hope you had a great weekend, Pete. I had an okay weekend. Slept a lot, which is good. I'm hoping that the zombie Loshak doesn't show up until maybe, God, I would love it if it doesn't show up until Thursday, but more likely it's going to show up on Wednesday. But yeah, great weekend of sleep. Shout out to Tasha M. Sal Kanjemi says, yo, Pete, found you. Big fan. First time on this. Looks good. Shout out to you, Sal Kanjemi. What do you think about the set design, Sal? That's me. That's my brainchild right here. You see the empty box? I threw that one on there. A nice little bag right there. That's a new touch that I threw in, right? The stack of papers, that's always there. I like that. That's a set That's solidly there every show. But yeah, welcome, Sal Kangemi. I do everything on this show: graphics, tech, handicapping, analysis, research, set design, production, social media, SEO, all that bullshit. Accounting, all that bullshit. Affiliate management, everything. Dan Kelly, even better. Why would someone hit the dislike button? Well, I know that. I mean, there's that. That's easy, Dan. Because they're jealous. They're jealous. Oh yeah. They're jealous of my potential. No one's jealous of my 30 viewers, but they're jealous of the potential. Shout out to you, Sal Kangemi. All right, let's see what else we got here. Carlos Peroj, EJV, Mr. Gogster. Yeah, so once again, the later games, look, I don't know. I'm just sharing with you what I bet and what I think. You know, I don't know what my record is overall in terms of the pregame stuff that I've recommended in this show or the pregame stuff that I've tweeted out, although I'm thinking about, going back and trying to figure it out and maybe posting it because I have a feeling it was a good record. Although whenever we don't track our records and we try to look back and think about how we did, we always imagine and honestly believe that we did better than we actually did. But I think it was still positive, though. So I think I'm going to do that. So, again, games coming up. What can I tell you? I would definitely be leaning Texas. Big believer in Shaka Smart in things like tournaments and in big games like this on Monday night against Baylor. Like in Jackson State, -3, a bit. The under in the Grambling State game, the under in the Colorado game, Northern Colorado. Team total under for Grambling, team total over for Florida A&M, and team total over for Mississippi Valley State. Those are my opinions on the late games. Let me make sure that I got. Hold on one second. Let me just do a very quick thing. Mondays are always very chilled out and relaxed, no pressure. Then Tuesdays is when the insanity starts. Always in a relatively good mood on Mondays. Yeah, just looking over what I did here, making sure that I got all the bets in that I wanted to get in. In the Florida State game, yeah, I did, like everyone else, like Florida State, and I also like the under a little bit. I haven't even checked to see how it's going. I didn't bet it, though. I didn't bet it. Everyone I saw was liking Florida State, and I certainly understood why, obviously. My numbers like Florida State anyway. And, yeah, there you go. Low scoring. I like the under as well. I actually didn't bet it. I wanted to. If I would have, I would have taken, Florida State and the under and the Duke team total under. And it's definitely low scoring now. Looking like the Duke team total under. Duke team total under would have been my favorite play. I didn't like that one so much either. So I passed on that one. The games that I tweeted out, Longwood, I liked that one, but I tweeted out the team total over instead of the spread, and that one's looking okay. I tweeted out Winthrop team total under. That's looking awful. In that one, I liked Radford and the under. Radford, great call. Under, horrific call. Don't know what the hell is up with that. I tweeted out High Point, team total over. That one's not looking good, although who knows what's going to happen in the second half. It's a low total. Colgate and BU looking okay. On that one, that was sort of a classic team total play there. I liked BU a bit, liked the over a bit, and more so the BU team total, and that's looking relatively okay. 1 point game, nice pace, so the BU team total is looking okay. And then I tweeted out Hampton, -2.5. I actually got -2. They're winning. So that's nice to see. Huge shout out to everyone on this Monday evening, February 10th. We've got some intense college basketball coming up, but now we're in the home stretch, right? Because in a couple weeks, that's when the fun starts. Conference tournaments, March Madness, love it. I hope I'm going to have as much time to do as much research as I want to, and we'll have some fun in these shows with some of the second half lines, because all those conference tournaments and all those, the NIT and all that, I don't know if we're going to be doing shows during those times, but when you combine the wackiness of those situations with with all the stuff that you can have at halftime, which is a halftime full of stats and observation as far as the matchups and how the game's been going. Half times can be very, very profitable come March, come tournament time. And that includes the conference tournament. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. We still got about 2 or 3 weeks, though, of the classic grind. All right, let's see. Comments coming in. Who do we got here? Gabe Tadino, shout out to you. Good looks, Pete. Thank you very much. Carlos Baroj, I think Shaka will be on the hot seat if he isn't already. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Texas isn't a good match for any coach, pretty much. I would love to see Shaka Smart go back to a mid-major and just fucking recruit the hell out of a few years and make another Final Four run as a 12 seed, I understand. I understand you go coach at Texas and all of a sudden they're piling millions on you. I do that shit too. But it's just a program it's just a weird program. The expectations are so high, a lot of money. They tend to always underachieve, and coaches just tend to sort of all coaches and players tend to sort of underwhelm in various ways. But I'm nothing against the program. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so what else do we have? Going on here? Mr. Ghoster, shout out to you. People talking about NHL. Very nice. Tito Banton, shout out to you. Ron Parks, back in the studio. Looks good, yeah. Back in the classic setup. Let's see. Other comments coming in. Any comments, any questions, just shout them out. Carlos Baroj, what are we sipping? Well, I should come up with a new joke, The truth of the matter is, because I don't want to get, dinged by YouTube or whatever, this is just coffee. Whatever I say this is a joke. But I should come up with a new joke. Lean. Lean is very, 2000s, isn't it? Lean is very passé right now. I'll do some research. And I'll find out what the high school kids these days are getting high off of, and then I'll say that that's part of what this is. Still some prune juice in there, and I'll throw a couple other ingredients in there. That'll be funny for me to say. I'll do that, Carlos Baroj. Shout out to Alex Ramirez. And the Oscar goes to Pete Losha. Yeah, I'm a good actor. People will fucking realize that. They should put me in a fucking movie, man. Jesus Christ. I don't know how the fuck you get in movies. You got to have an agent and you got to fucking kiss people's asses. I don't do none of that. I would be a good actor, though. Let's make a movie about sports betting. I'll write it, produce it, direct it, act in it. I'll get Jimmy the Bag in it. I'll get some low baggers in it. It'll kill it. Hell yeah. Shout out to Jonathan Nelson. Shout out to Bogey 34. Shout out to Alex Ramirez. Hell yeah. All right. I've definitely taken my eye a little bit off the ball here. Let's see what's going on in these games. Longwood, interesting. Yeah, BU, nice. High Point, not looking good, but we'll see what happens second half. Hampton winning. All right. I just want to make sure there's no bets that I want to make sure I have enough money on Florida A&M team total over. Let me just make sure that I put that in there, right? Hold on one second. Florida A&M team total over. Yeah, okay. All right, good. Let me just a little bit behind today. I was taking it easy a little bit. Talking with people. So much crap you have to do when you're a one-man operation. You know what I mean? People are like, you're not very good at promoting yourself. And I'm like, yeah, that's because I'm not a self-promoter, okay? There's some people who are good at that and some people who aren't. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do everything when you're a one-man operation, whether you're good at it or not. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? All right, let me pull up the sheets. Get ready. Let's see if anything is coming down the line. Longwood game will be at halftime in a moment. Let's pull that one up. pull up all these sheets. Love Mondays. Love Mondays. Love Sunday nights, too. Very, very modest college basketball portions. Impossible to bite off more than you can chew on Mondays. Let's see. All right. Longwood. Here we go. High Point. Looking terrible. See, I should have known, you know. I kind of liked High Point. I bet it at 62.5. And then when I went to tweet it out, it had dropped at Pinnacle to like plus 104. And I was just like, that is not a good sign. Never a good sign. Doesn't always mean it's a loss, but it's never a good sign. All right, let me see. How many games do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. What is, sorry. Hold on one second. I'm trying to, let's bring up the Colgate game. All right. Last few seconds of this show have not been particularly entertaining. A little lacking in energy, but that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. All right, here we go. Where are we? All right. I want to get a head start on the Tuesday games for tomorrow. So after these 7 o'clock Eastern time halftimes are done, we'll wrap up the show and start preparing for tomorrow. Florida State and Duke. Interesting to see what the halftime line is for that one. A lot of people I know liking Florida State. Florida State first half, understandable for good reason. Florida State, of course, very deep team. And usually very efficient defensively. So I actually was liking Florida State, if anything, full game more than first half. Well, I understand why a lot of people were liking first half. Class usually shows late, but in this spot, I looked into some numbers, and my numbers preferred Florida State full game over first half. All right, let's look at some comments. Looks like nothing is. Where are we? Looks like nothing is coming in yet. Longwood game should be up in a bit. A few seconds. Mr. Gokster, Deerslayer Ski, Rich G. Rich G said, weird, my Florida A&M team totals are grayed out. I know which book you're using, but that is a little bit weird. Ron Lofton, on Colgate +1 and Hampton -2.5. Yeah, Ron Lofton, I'm on Hampton. I tweeted that one out. Colgate, I was liking BU, but I didn't bet it. My bet was the team total over. Could easily see that one, going over by 20 points, comes down to the wire, Colgate gets a win, and the BU team total over still cashes by a healthy margin. JP says, I miss you, Pete. Thank you so much, JP. I miss you too, man. I'm gonna be doing more stuff, hopefully, very soon. Shaving, you know what I'm saying? Maybe doing some interviews, maybe, right? Maybe talking, maybe a book will help me out a little bit here and there, a sponsorship or something. We'll see. Shout out to you, JP. Deerslayer Ski, many on Florida State. Yeah, I understand why. I don't know what people are thinking about the Texas. I don't know what the splits are in terms of Texas and Baylor. My, some of the numbers I glance at indicate that. Hold on, let me just. I do have I don't pay too much attention to public splits, just usually because when public and money splits are come into play, it's pretty obvious, and I'm expecting it. But I'm guessing that that most people are liking Baylor, and based on the line movement, I don't think there's been too much money, sharp money on Texas, and probably not. I don't think there's been too much sharp money on Baylor either, based on the line movement, because the line just hasn't moved that much. And if sharps were on Texas, we've seen this many times, especially in Monday college basketball games. It doesn't. I think there was one Illinois game where it was clear that Illinois was like the sharp side on a Monday game. But no, if the sharp guys were on we're on Texas, this would be a solid 5 and a few 4.5s, and that's just not what I'm seeing. So, yeah, I'm guessing there's either split sharp money or no sharp money on that one. All right, let's see. I think there should be a second half line open right now. Let's see what we got. Okay, Longwood -0.5 and 72. Let's look at that. Numbers like, what do they like? Nothing really. Longwood, very small. Very small lean to Longwood. But even that, just very small, not even bettable. And the total, what do we got? 72? Nothing. Very small lean to the under, actually. Even that is barely bettable. Very small lean to Campbell, team total under 36, which is bettable according to my numbers here. Campbell team total under 36 is a bettable play. All right, and I'll take it. I'll take that. I'll make that an official play. Campbell, team total under 36. For those of you who have team totals for this game, that's going to be an official play. I just bet it. Under 36 -115. That's going to be an official play. Campbell, team total under 36 -115. And that is actually the numbers like it medium. That makes me nervous, but the numbers like it medium. And I'll grade it. God, I got so burned last week erring on the side of balls. I erred on the side of balls last week and got a little bit burned by that. Medium or medium small. Campbell under 36 -115. I've already bet it. It's already an official play. All right, I'll grade it medium small. I'll err on the side of cowardice. I always feel more comfortable when I do that. Graded medium small. Campbell, team total under 36 -115. Graded medium small. Deciding to err on the side of chicken shit on this Monday night. Campbell, team total under 36 -115. Official play graded medium small. And, yeah, probably would have the numbers graded at medium. But I just stepped in and said, nope, medium small. Again, that was not art. So, sometimes I make little, fudges to my bet sizing based on artistry. Most of the time, it's based on cowardliness, and that's what that was. But okay, under 36, graded medium small, -115. Campbell. Numbers also have a slight lean to Longwood, -0.5, and a slight lean to the under 72, although now it dropped to 71. Okay. So that's not looking great for my Longwood team total over that I tweeted out, but we'll see. The numbers would slightly also lean to Longwood under 36, which maybe I should do to hedge out. Numbers like under 36 for Longwood a little bit as well. All right, well, we got to play anyway. Campbell, team total under. See if we got anything else. All right, High Point and Colgate. Let's look at that one. -1 and 78. What are the numbers like? And they like BU. Let me make sure I'm seeing the right shit here. Yeah, they like BU. Yeah, they do. All right, this is going to be a play. BU -1. BU -1. They like this one a lot. Decent amount. BU -1. All right, I'll grade it big. That's what the number's like. Why not? BU -1 graded big. Official play. Boston University -1 graded big. That's what the numbers say. That's what I bet. If you'd like to tail yourself, go for it. At your own risk. I don't want to hear any, but you said it. No, at your own risk. No, but you at your own risk. Okay, and bet size appropriately. Well, how would I supposed to know to bet size appropriately? I don't know, because I say it, 10 times every single show I do. That's how you would know to bet size appropriately. Well, how do I know what that means? I'll tell you what it means. 1%, 2%. That's it. That's a lot, actually. That's more than the pros bet in most cases. But that's the answer. BU graded big -1. That's an official play. That's a nuke worker. Great stuff, Peter. I'm tailing at my own risk. See, now there's a guy who knows how to participate in everything that we're doing here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you, nuke worker, for taking a little bit of stress off of my shoulders. So if it loses, I'll be like, I don't know what the hell anyone watching my show did, except for nuke worker. I know he bet sized appropriate, so I don't have to worry about him. Thank you, nuke worker. That's a guy who knows how to take a little bit of the edge off of people who suffer from AIPP. BU -1. Official play. Graded big. All right, let's look at the other. All right, let's look at High Point and Gardner Webb. I don't think there's going to be anything here. What are the numbers like? Let's see. Gardner Webb -0.5. I'm sorry, Gardner Webb -0.5 and 71.5. What are the numbers like? Nothing really. Very low confidence all around. Confidence numbers are a big part of this as well. Numbers like, small lean to Gardner Webb, under 36. They actually do like that. Team total under 36, Gardner Webb. Small lean to the under at 71.5 as well. Yeah, Gardner Webb under 36 -120. I mean, I bet it. I could make it a play. They also like the High Point team total under and the under, and both teams under at 71.5. That's tough, but I'll hold off. I'm not going to make that an official play, although the numbers like both team total unders and the under. Nothing on the spread, though. All right, let's see what else we have. Hampton and Asheville. +0.5 and 82.5. Okay. +0.5 and 82.5. What are the numbers like here? Well, they like Hampton a little bit. I already tweeted out Hampton -2.5, and I already bet it. But the second half numbers also like Hampton still. I'm not going to bet that one. Oh, Hampton +0.5, sorry. And 82.5. Yeah, they like Hampton here. They like Hampton +0.5 a little bit. And the total, yeah, they like the over a bit, and the Hampton team total over at 41. Hampton team total over 41. They like that. They do like Hampton team total over 41. They do like it. Yeah. Okay, I'll make that one a play. Hampton team total over 41, graded medium small. Hampton over 41, graded medium small. That's another one where the numbers are actually like it medium, but I'm going to make it medium small. They also like Hampton +0.5 a bit, and the over 82.5 as well. But we'll just make the Hampton team total over 41, graded medium small, an official play. I want to quickly look at the team totals for the Colgate game as well. Yeah, they also kind of like the Colgate team total under a little bit at 38.5. And a little bit less the BU team total over at 39.5. The Colgate game under 38.5. That's a justifiable play as well. Colgate under 38.5. Yeah. All right, I'll make that an official play too. It's a double up, but the numbers like it. Colgate under 38.5. That's small or medium small. That game go to overtime still, but yeah, that's small or medium small. And I'll grade that one. I'll grade that one medium small. Colgate under 38.5, graded medium small. Okay, I think the Duke game is up, right? Let's look at that. Florida State and Duke, 4.5 and 79. What do the numbers say? What do they say? Don't lie to me, numbers. God, they like Florida State. +4.5, -115. They like Florida State. +4.5, -115. Fuck. I don't want to give this out. I did bet it, but I don't want to give this out. Florida State +4.5, -115. God. All right, I'll give it out. What the hell? Florida State +4.5, -115. The numbers like it. I bet it. The numbers say it's borderline medium or medium small. And I'll grade it medium small. Florida State +4.5, -115, graded medium small. Official play. Totals also like Duke team total under a little bit at 42. But I'm definitely not going to make that an official play. And slightly into the under at 79. But I'm not going to make that an official play as well. I mean, either. Okay. And then the Radford game. Damn, look at that. Look at that. You see, this is why. And I'm not saying that the Winthrop team total under was a good bet or is likely to cash, but this is why sometimes you play team totals, right? I liked Radford. I liked the under. I was way right on Radford, way wrong on the under. But you combine them, and it's, the Winthrop team total under has a fighting chance. Obviously, I should have figured out why I was so right about Radford and so wrong about the under. And then maybe in the future, I wouldn't be betting the Winthrop team total under. I'd just be betting Radford, obviously. But I'm just saying, this is how team totals go. No line yet that I'm seeing for the Radford game. Here we go, 7.5 and 77.5. 7.5 and 77.5. What do they like? Basically nothing. Low confidence all around. Lean to the under at 77.5. Yeah, definitely a lean to the under at 77.5. I don't know if I can give that one out, though. And everything else just low confidence everywhere. And even on the spread, low confidence, but they don't like Winthrop. They like Radford. The numbers, that is. 7.5. Small lean to Radford at 7.5. Not saying the numbers are right, just saying that's what they say. And usually the numbers are begging me to take the big money lines in this spot on the favorite. But that's not what they're saying here, and I'm glad. Like the under, though. 77.5. Radford Winthrop. Under 77.5 minus 115. They do like it. Just a little bit, though. I'm not going to make that one a play officially. All right, so that's it. Small selection of games, but we got one big play and a handful of medium small plays that I feel okay about as a group. Glad to see that. A bunch of other leans that I discussed and shouted out, but didn't make official. That's something for you to think about as we look at these games and lines. And I guess that's it. What else is happening here? Wow, Campbell, oof, man, jumping out against Longwood, but low scoring, man. All right, so that Longwood team total looking not good. BU team total looking okay. Hampton spread looking pretty solid. Winthrop team total, who knows? And the High Point's looking like a loser. All right, these lines are very tight. That's why most records cling to 50%. And the people who can really impress you on a big sample size might be able to get up into the 53, 54% range. Big sample size. Bigger than that is definitely possible, but very impressive. Colgate jumps out to a lead. That's not good. All right, we'll see how it all turns out. Oh, man. 39 Marcus J says, thanks for your help, Peter. No problem. I hope it turns out to have been helpful and not hurtful. All my opinions and stuff. Shout out to Dom Ricci and Mr. Gokster going back and forth about NHL. Very nice. Those are two heavyweights going back and forth with NHL opinions in the comment section here. Tito Banton, shout out to you. Nuke Worker, it's all good, Pete. Hopefully Hopefully, one way or another, it all turns out to be a majority good. Doesn't have to be all good. As long as one way or another, in the end, on balance, it turns out to have been good with a slight majority, that'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? When you think about sports betting winning percentages, you should think about it the way, politicians think about elections, right? What are these politicians trying to do? 60%? No. They're going for 52%. You know what I'm saying? 51.5%. That's on even money lines. That's on, that's not on minus 110 lines. If they had to pay juice on votes, then they'd be going for 53%. But because they're dealing with plus 100 lines, they're going for 51%, 50.5%. That's how you got to think about your sports betting results, the way politicians think about election results. Fuzz Logic says, hey now, here's to show my support as always. Shout out to you, Fuzz Logic. Hell yeah. Matt Thurn says, Pete, great as usual. Oh, I don't know if it was a great show, but I appreciate the sentiment. I had fun. And in the end, right, that's why we're doing this, right? Right? Why are we doing this? Why did I make this show? To make money? Sure, to try to make money. Mostly to have fun, right? Right? And if you lose money, but you had fun anyway, that's the point of it all, right? When you go to a music show, when you go to a concert, you're not like, oh man, I just went to a concert and lost $200. You're like, wow, that was awesome, and I spent $200, unless the concert sucked, and then you feel ripped off, and then you're like, well, that was a mistake. What did I do? Does this artist suck? What happened here, right? Think about it as entertainment, which is what it should be. Hell yeah. Dear Slayer Ski, Alex Ramirez, Dom Ricci, shout out to everyone. Marcus, 39 Marcus J. All right. Slugger Cards for Life. Get that cash ass. Most importantly, all prepared for the shout out segment. Huge shout out to you, Slugger Cards for Life, who knows what's important when it comes to these shows. He knows, he focuses on the important stuff, man. The stuff, the crucial stuff. Shout out to you, Slugger Cards for Life. Guy who's got his priorities in order, at least when it comes to sports betting and sports betting shows. Hell yeah. Billy Babble. Well, fucking shout out to you, Billy Babble. Huge, massive shout out to you. Mr. Gokster, shout out to you, Pete. Thank you. I accept it and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the comment section shout out to you, Mr. Gokster, 99, Dom Ricci, Billy Babble, Alex Ramirez, Nuke Worker, Slugger Cards for Life, shout out for you again, Marcus J, Dear Slayer Ski, Alex Ramirez, shout outs to you again. 2 or 3, 4 times, that's fine. Now people are like, all right, this is getting lame. I don't care. Nasty Nate, shout out to you. Hell yeah. Fuzz Logic, shout out to you. Nuke Worker, shout out again. Dom Ricci, Dear Slayer Ski, shout out again. Matt Thurns, another shout out to you. 39 Marcus J, another shout out to you. Tito Banton and Leonard Porsche, shout outs to you. And of course, I see Tasha M up there. Hell yeah. Tasha M. Oh, someone commenting on Baylor. I just want to see what they had to say. Dom Ricci, hey Pete, I'm on Baylor first half, okay, minus 3.5. Northern Colorado under 148, and TCU team total under 58.5. Interesting stuff, Dom Ricci. Northern Colorado under 148. I agree with it. I'm on it. TCU team total under. I am not on that one, but I do agree with it. My lean is definitely to Texas Tech and the under, very small. So if you gave me a free play on the TCU team total, definitely would be on the under, not the over. I agree with that. Baylor first half minus 3.5. I can't say I disagree with it. Can't say I agree with it. It's a crazy game. Who knows what Texas is gonna bring with Shaka Smart and the injuries. Baylor, they're obviously awesome, but they're taking another team's A game now in mid-February. I hope you cash Dom Ricci because I'm definitely not on that game at all. I might be on the second half though. But pregame and first half, nothing at all. And that's it. That is it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Marcus J says, shout out to Cadillac Williams, Dear Slayer Ski, hashtag Loshak Army. Once again, there's no C in the name. Maybe I should just change my name to Loshak with a C. I mean, Loshak with no C wasn't really working. Maybe with a C, it'll start working with Dear Slayer Ski. Hell yeah. Shout out to you. That's it. And I'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday card. Thanks so much, everyone.